Let's bring this bright yellow meeting into session. The sky is a light blue, the occasional gray cloud drifting here and there. The greenish-yellow grass shines with a morning dew. Last night was a few hours of dark clouds, shooting down bullets of dark red rain. The earth would roar every so often, only to drift back down to a black silence, just waiting to erupt back into a red hot of color. Now, before I continue, what kind of scene were you all picturing when I was reading that out? Was it about a person describing their surroundings and how there was a terrifying storm last night? Or was it something deeper? I give you all a chance to pause this episode and comment. If you're on Instagram, to comment on this post. But if you're on Spotify, then there will be a poll that you can respond to. If you just so happen to be listening to this on a site that has commenting, then feel free to do so. Hell, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, then feel free to rate me 5 stars and say what you think that little portion was talking about. Well, time's up. And now we'll get to unpack what this scene means. Also, before I do, I actually really like how I started that off. Perhaps I can put in a little scene for every one of my episodes and you all can tell me what you think it means. Hell, if you're on Apple Podcasts, feel free to give me another 5 stars and tell me if you think that's a good idea. Alright, let's start off with the first sentence. The sky is a light blue, the occasional gray cloud drifting here and there. If you Google colors and their meanings, then you'll be able to find a wide variety of everything you may be looking for. So I'm just going off of the average of everything I've seen. So, light blue, calm, relaxed, at ease. And gray, anxious, nervous, strained. If we picture the sky as more of a person, then these colors will represent their emotions. As of right now, they're calm, relaxed, and at ease, while having bits of anxiety and nervousness or strain. Now the next sentence. The greenish-yellow grass shined with a morning dew. From what I found, yellow means warmth, imagination, friendliness, knowledgeable, and childish. Green means growth, peace, health, liveliness, harmony, and nature. Since it's talking about grass, we can reference it to what the person feels like, as though they naturally are deep down. This means that the person is imaginative, warm, friendly, knowledgeable, childish, and lively. They also showed growth and harmony after last night. They are at peace and healthy. Let's move on to the next line. Last night was a few hours of dark clouds, shooting down bullets of dark red rain. This line, we technically only have one color, though there are some other aspects to unpack. Dark red can mean power, violence, aggression, and passion. Dark clouds can reference their mood and their clarity of mind. Since it's dark clouds, they aren't that clear. Last night was a few hours of dark clouds. We can assume that there was a fight or argument of sorts. Their mind wasn't clear and they were angry. Shooting down bullets of dark red rain. This can mean about some of the things they were saying or doing. They were arguing, fighting, and just plain old mad at someone. They were passionate about what they were arguing about, and that shows through them shooting down bullets. Bullets being either their words or their actions. Since I'd say lightning strikes would be more of actions and thunder would be more of like threats of violence or just barely holding themselves back from violence. So I'd say yeah, bullets are more of words. Next line. The earth would roar every so often, only to drift back down to a black silence, just waiting to erupt back into a red hot of color. In this case, black can mean tense, nervous, harassed, overworked, and red hot can mean the same as before, power, violence, aggression, and passion. The earth would roar every so often. This can mean that the person is shouting at whoever they're arguing with. Only to drift back down to a black silence. Since black means tense, this can mean that every so often the person would shout and argue, only to pull themselves back and sit in a tense silence. just waiting to erupt back into a red hot of color. This means that the tension is going to build up, waiting to erupt back into an argument and potentially physical violence. So, with each line now dismantled between us, let's reread the line and figure out what it means, then retell it. The sky is a light blue, the occasional gray cloud drifting here and there. The greenish-yellow grass shines with the morning dew. Last night was a few hours of dark clouds, shooting down bullets of dark red rain. The earth would roar every so often, only to drift back down to a black silence, just waiting to erupt back into a red hot of color. Now I'll give you all a moment to let that sink in, then I'll retell it. Alright, so, the person is currently calm and at ease with themselves, though they're still a little anxious about what happened last night and some of the things they said. They know that they are naturally kind, upbeat, knowledgeable, and warm, and they believe that they've grown after what happened last night, and possibly ended the argument in harmony with whoever they were arguing with. Last night they were angry and in a dark place. They said terrible, hurtful things with the intention of arguing. They would roar and shout every so often, going silent and tense whenever the person would snap back, waiting for their anger to explode in a fit of fiery rage. Does that make sense to all of you? I can already picture some of you shaking your head and being like, nope, you're crazy. But hey, these kinds of things are still fully interpretational depending on one's own mind. I know, I hate the portion of English class where you have to find a deeper meaning just as much as the next guy. Especially when it comes to a dude just describing his curtains. Like, no, they're just painting their surroundings. It does not mean that they're trying to hide who they really are deep down. But in my free time, I do enjoy deciphering these kinds of things. Also, I wrote that scene myself. Aren't you proud? I think it turned out pretty amazingly. There's also something else that I'm planning on doing. At the end of each episode, I will paint a scene like that or give a riddle of sorts, and then give the hidden meaning or answer to the riddle in the next episode. What do you all think about that? If you're on Apple Podcasts, feel free to give me another 5-star rating and tell me what you think. Now onto the colors. Granted, they can mean a wide variety of things, and you can simply Google the meanings of colors whenever you like. But right now, I'll give you a few different meanings for colors, just to give an example. Especially since all colors can have positive, negative, and neutral meanings to them. So keep that in mind. No color is naturally good or bad, except pink. I hate pink. And purple, but not nearly as much as pink. So let's get into the colors. Red. Power, violence, passion, aggression, courage, sensuality. Orange. Health, energy, warmth, excitement, enthusiasm, confidence. Yellow. Warmth, imagination, friendliness, knowledgeable, childish, growth, creativity. Green. Growth, peace, health, liveliness, harmony, nature. Blue. Confidence, wellness, professionalism, trust, responsibility, passion, strength. Purple. Bleh. Sensitive, passionate, innovative, wisdom, grace, luxury, care, royalty. Pink. Bleh. Compassion, sincerity, sweet, floral, love. Black. Tense, serious, nervous, harassed, overworked, mystery, luxury, authority, bold, night, death. White. Purity, truthfulness, calm, peace, innovative, balance, neutrality, simplicity, minimalism, virtue. Gray. Patience, perseverance. Oh, I cannot speak English right now. Perseverance. Depression, dull, responsible, anxious, nervous, strained. Alright. Hopefully this episode helped some of you, and potentially inspired most of you. Also, I've noticed something while writing that out, and describing it. You can actually do that kind of thing when creating characters. So, if you'd like to have another step to help you stick to your character's personality, then use color symbolism to create them. I'll be starting the riddles/scenes next episode, so be sure to stay tuned in. Check out my newly published novel on Amazon called Death Chill, link in the description. Check out my Creative Writing Club Discord server in the description. Check out Creative Writing Club Instagram at creativewriting_club. Check out my personal Instagram at dark_night_wolves. And let's bring this shiny yellow, bright blue meeting to an end.